Hi guys, it's Dale with the insurance. This week we're going to talk about an industry that's kind of taken the insurance industry by storm, not by storm, but it's made insurers proceed with caution, right? So the gig economy has basically done that for insurers because they've created risk that carriers haven't really seen before, right? Whether it's DoorDash or Uber, these are things that insurance carriers aren't very comfortable with, just because they don't have a ton of data on them. The article we're talking about today is peer-to-peer car sharing and insurance, right? So you've probably heard of it. It's a great idea. A lot of people that live in the city, or people in general, who don't put a ton of miles on their cars, the idea of being able to loan out your car and have your car make money for you while you're not using it seems phenomenal. It's a win-win situation, right? Not only can the car kind of pay for itself, it may even give you a profit, right? The only drawback is that you really don't underwrite the customer, right? So you really don't know the driving habits of the person who you're loaning your car out to, right? And this is the caveat that gets insurance carriers kind of queasy, right? Because they've underwritten you, but the thousand people that you loan your car out to, they have not. They don't know their driving habits, right? So if you are partaking in peer-to-peer car sharing, you may think that your personal auto insurance, because personal auto insurance follows the car, that you may already be covered. But essentially, unfortunately, you are not. By loaning your car out for money, you are using your car for commercial purposes, right? Which is explicitly excluded from a personal auto insurance policy, right? So that alone, if you are thinking about or you are already doing peer-to-peer car sharing, make sure you either secure insurance coverage with the peer-to-peer management company that you've joined, or two, you go out and get a standalone peer-to-peer car sharing insurance policy, right? And even if you do that, it's not a bad idea to kind of think about getting an umbrella policy just to cover any gaps in insurance that you may have between your commercial insurance policy and your personal policy. It's a great idea, obviously, especially if you're putting 3,000-4,000 miles on your car a year. But just make sure that you're properly covered. And more often than not, if all you have is a personal insurance policy, you're either not covered at all because it's explicitly excluded, or it's not sufficient coverage, right? Okay? Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully this is helpful, and we'll talk to you next week.